Okay, hello everybody. Welcome in Somnium Space. We are here in the city center and we are here with our artist Nima. A lot of people are or were waiting for him. I saw a lot of his fans there. Hi Nima, there in the Twitch chat. So tell us something about yourself and I will walk us to our traditional studio over there and we will take it through the magical forest so people can see some cool stuff. And hello, Growth and Palette.
Hello. Yeah, wow, this place looks so cool. This environment you're in right now. I'm in awe. Um, so yeah, I'm Nima. What can I say about myself? I'm an artist. I'm 24 years old. I'm living in Manchester in the UK. Those are some facts. Um, Graphic designer right now. That's what I'm doing for a living, graphic designing commissions and writing. I'm also a writer, copywriter. Yeah, I'm excited to be here.
Yeah,
And
also, and you are bringing so many people over there. Yeah, like
people are already here. I'm excited. Hey, everyone.
yeah, like last time we had so many people. It was when Visual Potions was here, and she's in the Twitch chat as well. So hello there.
What's up, Matthew? And what's up, everyone else? Yo, Naked Toys is here. Fahim.
Okay, so for those of you that are new, we are here in metaverse. I will be using this virtual browser to put different stuff up. This is my profile. No one is interested in that. I will put there something better, like Nima's profile, and I will try to keep up as Nima will be talking about himself and about the art, and I will be putting some cool stuff here in the browser so you can see it, not just hear it. Wow, so many people! That's so awesome. Okay, so tell us, how did you become an artist? Tell us the story.
How did I become an artist? Good question. So, um, actually, I was one of those people that, those people that say, "Oh, I'm just not creative. Like creativity is just not for me. I just don't get it." I used to be one of those people. Yeah, which now I just don't understand. But I used to be one of those people for a long time. I was a bit of a nerd. I was, oh,
Yeah,
okay, we still like, I was good at maths and science mainly, like most of my life. So I ended up going into engineering. I studied aerospace engineering for my undergrad
wow.
degree. Yeah, completely unrelated.
So you are sort
And
of like rocket scientist, right? Aerospace engineering.
that is the discipline that leads to rocket science. Yeah.
Okay, cool, cool. That's really good. I haven't had any rocket scientists here, so that's a good start.
I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm not a rocket scientist, but yeah. Anyway, I was doing that. And then around 2, 3 years into a degree, I realized that I didn't really like it and it wasn't really for me. It wasn't really resonating. But at the same time, I sort of very spontaneously found art. Um, so the story of how I found art and made my first, because I was never creative as a kid. I wasn't good at art class, any of that. But one time I was watching I like psychology. So I was watching this lecture on Carl Jung, the psychologist, and he did these things with mandalas, those circular structures where there's like a point in the middle and everything sort of points to the middle.
Yeah.
He used to get his patients to draw mandalas. And I remember I just looked at the picture of a mandala and I was like, let me just try drawing one. Let me see if I can draw one. And I don't know where that thought came from, but it just came. And I drew like my very first piece of art, which was a mandala on just a post-it note on my desk. And I was like, it looks pretty cool. And I didn't really know what to do with it. Yeah, those are mandalas. And it would probably take too long, but if you scroll all the way back on my Instagram, the very, very first artworks are just mandalas.
Oh, okay.
Um, yeah.
Check it out.
But yeah, it's like 200 something posts before, but yeah.
I probably not
uh,
get there, but yeah, we can check
yeah,
the Instagram.
yeah. But yeah, I just started drawing those mandalas, and I got to the point where I was just drawing like one a day, and I just liked the feeling it gave me. And then another thought came, which was like, let me try editing these. So I scanned the mandala, started editing it on an online software. I think it was called PakeMonkey. And yeah, did that for a while. And then at some point, I opened the art account and uploaded them. And then I was just posting very infrequently, like once every month, once every 2 months, just doing these mandalas. And then, yeah, I mean, this story is kind of long. I don't know how far you want to go, but yeah, that's how I made my first piece of art. But basically, that happened summer 2017. So yeah, 4 years ago now. So yeah, it's only been 4 years since I've been making art.
Okay, so it's quite short period of time.
Yeah, yeah. Before that, like literally zero creativity. So it was, yeah, a bit of a crazy journey. But then yeah, that summer was the summer right before I moved to America. I moved to America for a year. I lived there for a year, and that year just sort of that year I just said, screw it, let me just go fully into art. It was one of those stereotypical found myself traveling years. Um, and yeah, and then I decided to get out of engineering. So I finished the degree still. I got my bachelor's degree. I came back from America, finished the degree in the UK, and decided I was done with it. And then meanwhile, I was doing digital edits, got into Photoshop while I was in America, started making digital collages. Like my roommate in America showed me how to make, he just taught me how to use layers on Photoshop. And once I learned how to use layers, it was just, I knew I was all the way in. That was it. That was the breaking point. And yeah, got into collage art, finished engineering, got out of engineering, started a master's degree in graphic design and art direction.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow got accepted. And yeah, that's where I've been.
Somehow, how did someone get somehow accepted to graphic design school? I think many
Yeah,
people would like to know that.
yeah, I don't know. Considering I had no art background, but just portfolio, I guess. And being able to talk about yourself. Um,
Okay, okay.
yeah, just I guess just portfolio. But yeah, and then past 2 years I've been in graphic design, been detransitioning from engineering, and yeah, just been making mostly collage artworks. The mandalas sort of slowly fell away. I started making them like I was making them still every now and then, but then at some point just kind of stopped, went fully digital. And yeah, and then very, very recently I got into animations, which is all my NFTs now are animations. But yeah, I don't even know when I got into animations. Maybe like 1 month or 2 months ago. No, or like 3, 4 months ago. Yeah, when I got into NFTs.
Oh, so when you
Yeah,
joined the NFT space, you started experimenting with animations.
yes, yeah. So when I got into NFTs, I mean, a lot of people probably can relate with this, but it just inspired me a lot when I just discovered about NFT world, and also just um, got involved in, like when I made my Twitter account. I guess that was the official entrance into NFT community. Yeah, that inspired me a lot. Just seeing all the different artists and also being able to talk to all the different artists. So it was just like I knew I had to take something to the next level. So I decided that was animations. But yeah, I mean, it's not over. It's gonna be more and more progresses, hopefully. But yeah, I feel like I've talked a lot.
Yeah, it's cool. Okay, I'm seeing that I'm currently dropping a lot of frames. Uh, Weird. Hopefully you guys can like hear and see anything. Maybe give me thumbs up or thumbs down. What's your audio quality? Because this is yeah. Hopefully it gets better. And thank you, Ryan's Deer, for the follow, and Dudu Rocks for the follow. So you guys are amazing. The other guys, if you like the show, we are doing a lot of these, so feel free to follow, so you wouldn't miss the next one. Okay, so looks great. So far, so perfect. So it's just some software glitch. We are having those here quite often. Okay, yeah. So for regarding the NFTs, you joined the space and you figured you do something new. Well, it was sort of your career, trying going from the mandalas, going to different things, to collages, and then actually when I look at these artworks like Synchronize or Multiplicity or all these, they actually have some ideas of the mandalas or like the geometry
Yeah,
there as well, right?
yeah. Symmetry I always loved, like symmetry and geometry. I don't know if it somehow links back to my mathematics background or physics background, but yeah, I love symmetry.
Yeah. So for a lot of people could maybe start thinking about like architecture or
Mm,
like architecture in art. I know a lot of people just start doing different sort of pictures inspired by architecture design or just some sort of geometries to have like some simple stuff like that or just simple scenes
mhm.
you know so for that where are you looking to go next? Is it or are you just happy for doing these sort of like animations inspired by your like probably deep-rooted knowledge in mathematics and these more rigorous subjects that you had early on?
Mm. I mean, long-term plan, the answer is I don't know. But short-term plan, the next thing I want to do is start making music.
Oh,
Because yeah, I mean, I already know the pieces that have music sort of just feel better to me. Like I've done two collaborations with Randir, who is in the chat right now, and she's made the music for both pieces, and they just work so well. So I don't want to go to her every time for music, so I want to start making my own. So that'll be the next step, I think. After that, I don't know. I mean, I'm just gonna keep on following my intuition. I'm pretty sure I won't stay where I am. I don't know where it would be. Okay, actually, another thing I've been working on is virtual reality.
oh,
Through yeah, through university, I've been working on that because yeah, in university we have like a few different projects that we can do, and from one of them I decided to do virtual reality, just because I had access to the equipment. And yeah, I actually made some artworks in VR and like then went inside them. Um, Sadly, can't really access them right now or show you, but that would be cool. I think it might come somewhere in the future. But yeah, the VR at some point as well. Yeah.
okay, VR. So those are some 3D objects, some animations as well, or something else?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's just like 3D design, just like 3D modeling, but then you can just go inside the world. I made them using Unity. I
Oh,
know,
yeah.
yeah, Odyssey of the Heart, he uses Unity. Um, but yeah, Unity is also a cool program. But yeah, you can just link it to VR.
Oh, that's cool. And have you explored some of the metaverses like this one and many others that are popping out?
I actually haven't, no, but that I should get into that as well. Yeah.
Because it would be super cool to have maybe some of your designs here and we could walk around it and
Yeah,
just explore it.
yeah, for sure.
I can actually put here something and you can check it out. So it could be maybe interesting.
Is this on what's it called? Somnium or something?
Yeah, yeah, Somnium Space. Somnium
Okay.
Space.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of the bigger ones, like Big Four. You know,
Mhm.
Somnium Space, CryptoVoxels Decentraland, and Sandbox. And this one is the
Mm.
most immersive. And yeah, actually, like you guys can see this model of
Oh, cool.
Olympus, the god over there. Oh, I didn't want to click this one. Yeah, so it would
What did you
be.
make this in?
This is actually not mine. This is Andy Roots. We did it as a test,
Okay.
so you can see. This one is quite basic because it doesn't have colliders, so you can walk through it sort of. But yeah, and also it's not animated. But yeah, it could be really cool to create something like that of whole buildings. When we were
Yeah.
talking about the architecture, it could be really
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, that is next level. That will come at some point. Yeah.
Okay, and yeah, so here, guys, you can see we have a sunrise over there. I think from last time we had visual potions here. The graphic and lighting got quite better, so you can enjoy that as well. But the main thing are your artwork. So maybe let's talk about those.
Yeah.
So I'm currently have here. It's the Planes of Freedom. Yeah, yeah. How many
Thanks.
perspective can you keep at once?
Yeah.
So tell us about that.
This piece, yeah, I was quite proud of this piece. Yeah, it was super experimental, as you can see, but yeah, it kind of killed my computer rendering it. But yeah, I mean, I just wanted to go as abstract as possible and just work with shapes and planes instead of discrete objects or people. Usually, I use people for my like subject of my art,
Mm-hmm.
but I just want to go abstract. So I just did these circles, and yeah, and then just made everything move. And yeah, I wasn't sure where to mint it first because it was quite a new piece for me, a new like not fully a new style because the lines and everything, but um, it was a yeah, it was kind of a breakthrough. But yeah, I minted on Hen, um, just because yeah, I wanted to have it for cheap. I wanted to just almost be like a I don't know, like a sale in a way, I guess. But yeah, I just put it with 3 tests. But yeah, 15 people collected, so that was cool. A lot of them
Nice.
are in this chat, so thank you guys.
Congratulations, guys, for having this beautiful piece. So yeah, like first thing that I noticed there after looking at it a little bit more are these little balls over there, and
Yeah.
like first I almost thought that it's like planet or something
Mm.
like that. But
Mhm.
then it maybe reminds me of this like children's game when you like balance like the plane and try to get the ball through the maze into some
Yeah,
place.
yeah.
But you said that it's just like abstract, so it's just probably like my ideas imposing on your art, but
I mean,
it wasn't the original intention.
no, but I mean that's the beauty of abstract art that you can just see whatever, and that's why sometimes I don't want to explain it too much because I can see something, um, but someone else will see something completely different, and I mean that's equally as beautiful as what I saw. Um, but for me, what I saw in this one was when I made it was um, each of those little circles or like planes was like a the way I imagined it. Each one of those was like a universe, and so the whole thing was like a multiverse, and each one was like its own little reality. And the perspective was just like from beyond, looking at all of them. And those two balls moving up and down were just there to just I don't know, to just add to the add to the weirdness of the environment. But yeah, that's what I saw. But I mean, you can see whatever.
Yeah. If I absolutely love it, and I think like without the two, it wouldn't be it. Like yeah, there are the planes, but no, maybe the two balls are sort of consciousnesses exploring the universe.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
super.
really
I like
cool. Yeah, you guys can have whatever interpretation you like, and you can post it on the chat. Also,
that.
hello there, Laser You. We had him with
Oh yeah.
his collab on the lasers. So it was awesome. Thank you for keeping here and watching us. And let's check out the next one. So this one is Zebra,
Yeah.
and Yeah, this is what I can't get it bigger. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I can. Let's
Well,
do old school zoom. I just walk closer.
oh, someone's good for 10 tes. Nice. Thank you.
Oh, we're all zebra sometimes.
Yeah, this one was just funny, to be honest. This one doesn't have any deep meaning behind it. I just took one zebra and made that. Um, yeah, this one was just purely having fun. No meaning
Cool.
to be.
Yeah, but still you have the symmetry there, sort of like
Yeah.
the cells over there. That's cool.
I mean, you can find any meaning you want out of it, I guess.
Yeah, people can find all sort of meaning even if they are not there.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Okay, let's check out the foundation. So yeah, I think a lot of people responded very well when I put the synchronize there. So
Yeah, that was the first one.
is there some music? Maybe I can play it.
No, there's no
Turn off.
music.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh. See, my next NFTs would hopefully have music.
Okay. Really looking forward to that. It's pretty cool. And yeah, we will talk about the music part as well later.
Yeah. Yeah, this piece, yeah, I love that effect that it's having right now on the browser. A more effect, I guess it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah, this piece was my genesis on Foundation. Yeah, I was super proud of this piece, to be honest. It was one of the main digital collage animations that I made when I got into the NFT scene. This was, yeah, the first one, I think. And I'd made a still version of it and released it like maybe a few weeks prior. But then when NFTs came and I was like, okay, I need a good foundation genesis. I went for this one as the first. And yeah, to be honest, I love it. It's abstract and I think it brings my style together very well with the lines and everything. Yeah. What else do you want to know about it?
Yeah, and this is actually thought that the more effect is just creating sort of the mandala like picture over there. It's a pretty cool.
This one got a lot of exposure actually. Like when I uploaded on Twitter, yeah, like the original post got a lot of exposure, and then almost every post that I did after that also got a lot of exposure. Um, but I was waiting a long time for, well, it felt like a long time. I feel like each person, I mean, everyone here probably knows that NFTs take a long time to sell sometimes, unless you're just, I don't know. For most people, it takes a long time. But for me, yeah, I uploaded this piece and I waited 7 weeks actually before before anything happened. I waited 7 weeks and nothing had happened. And I've been promoting it, telling the story behind it, um, telling the meaning behind it. Yeah, but the meaning behind it is supposed to be sort of like well, how you feel when you're fully synchronized with someone, like on the same level, like let's say a best friend or something,
Okay.
lover. But yeah, 7 weeks, nothing happened, and then I uploaded the second NFT, which is Resist, which I guess you can go to later. And then suddenly, within like a few days, both of them got picked up by two different collectors. So yeah, it was like 7 weeks of nothing, and just like frustrating, waiting, everything, just discouragement, doubts, imposter syndrome, all of it. And then this was the second one. So because the first one didn't sell for 7 weeks, I uploaded this one, Resist. This was also one of my favorite designs, and it had gone popular before on Instagram. I animated it because it was still originally. And then yeah, after I posted this one, I think literally 3 days after, one collector bid on this, which was officially my first like big bid, which was amazing. Like that was the very first one, and I was already celebrating at the time before I even got the bid. I was out with my friend drinking, and actually the story is so good because yeah, one of my best friends had come to visit me, and we went out drinking in the pubs in Manchester, and yeah, this guy Candy 88555, and like as soon as we ordered the first drink, I checked my phone and it said like an auction has started. So then like we just spent the rest of the day just celebrating. But yeah, this one was my first sale technically. And yeah, it was very good. And then literally the next day, or like when the auction finished on this one, um, I was like, I was very happy. I was on top of the world, and then went to sleep. Woke up the next morning, like I was just chilling in bed, and then just as I was about to get out of the bed, checked my phone, and it said auction has started. I was like, what? An auction started, and the first one. So within 2 days, then both of them went. So yeah, that was those 2 days. I was kind of in heaven.
That's a cool story. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Yeah, I think
Thank you.
like selling the of the first ones is probably the most difficult
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
to get
I think
noticed. That
yeah. And then after I made the sale, or like after I got the bits, um, then I started talking to collectors as well. Like this guy who got this is well, his profile's anonymous on here, but I didn't know who had bought it until the sale was over. Sorry. And then after the sale was over, maybe like 5 or 6 hours later, then this guy messaged me with this artwork on like a digital canvas in his house. And he was like, "Oh, I bought it by the way." And I was like, "Whoa." I didn't even know. Um and then yeah, we started talking to, so yeah, I sort of started building relationships with them. And yeah, the other guy also, he's in London, and I sent him like a free print. And yeah, I think the relationship part with the collectors is also important. So yeah, these two pieces I'm pretty proud of. And then yeah, I have two other pieces that are still waiting, but they haven't been there too long, I guess, comparatively. Maybe like Multiplicity's been there for like, I don't know, 2 3 weeks. And the other one, the last one, Ceaseless Curiosity's been there for maybe 1 or 2 weeks. So yeah. Yeah, this looks sick on a digital canvas, actually. The guy just has it in his house. It's called Open.
yeah, that must be really cool.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so far, yeah, we talked about the synchronize, about the story or the meaning. So far, let's talk about the resist.
Yeah, sure. Resist. Yeah, this was again, this was a piece that I made quite a long time ago. This is still a version. And this whole black and white sort of line optical illusion style that you see I have going on now, it wasn't always my style. As if you could scroll on my Instagram, but you'll see it wasn't always my style. But I made these black and white optical illusion pieces every now and then, and they did stand out to me. But I just kept on making random stuff that I just felt like making. But some of them really stood out, and this was one of them. Yeah, resist. I love this piece, to be honest. Yeah, I mean the concept, I feel like it's pretty self-explanatory, but yeah, she's going against the flow. Like she's literally opposite to the flow. Um, so and it was about that. It was about holding yourself in tension against the flow of things. Well, yeah,
Oh,
this.
yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
this.
put there just example of
Mhm.
another piece from the Instagram
Yeah,
that has no lines. So it's true that you have some
yeah,
other work there as well. Unfortunately,
yeah, yeah.
I can't scroll whole Instagram because I would need to log in here, and
Oh,
it's a
no
little bit,
worries.
yeah, I don't want to do that. But I will occasionally put some stuff there from your Instagram
Sure.
there. But this against the flow, yeah, I didn't get it to be honest.
Right. No worries.
But it's brilliant. It's so
Uh,
cool. It's a cool
Thank you so
idea.
much. Yeah, that was the idea. Sort of like well, yeah, using the lines because she has lines and lines in the background, and the same pattern, just in opposite directions to sort of represent going against the flow. So it was called resist as opposed to, resisting something. Yeah, I really like this piece, and I think it's one of my best pieces, to be honest. Um, Still and animated, and yeah, I'm quite proud of it. So, but it is, and it was the first one that I got sold, and the guy who got it, he loves it as well. So that really makes me happy. The person who bought this, um, he has a gallery of all of his NFTs are related to women. He just has a gallery of women.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, make of that what you will. But yeah, I'm happy that this is in there. Yeah.
Yeah, and actually, when thinking about this idea against the flow, then Also, like the background or the like maybe the society or just the environment is actually moving,
Mm.
and the character is staying there and
Yeah,
existing. So that's really cool.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I like conceptual art a lot. Yeah.
It's really cool. Yeah. So yeah, I saw on a lot of comments that people love it as well.
Mm.
That's cool. Let's look at some others. So there are the latest one, the multiplicity.
Sure.
Here.
By the way, thank you everyone in the chat with all the love. I can't reply to everyone, but thank you so much. I love you all.
So
Yeah,
tell us about this one with the mask,
yeah.
deep concentration,
Um, yeah, I love this piece as well.
or maybe just chilling. Yeah, it's maybe not so concentration.
Whatever you want it to be, if it's literally whatever you want it to be. But this piece, yeah, multiplicity. This one, I made this one quite quickly actually. The original one. Again, the original one for this was a still image, which I then animated almost like a year later. But yeah, I was playing around with the line style that I use on this, with the outlines of the mask. But then I just wanted to go kind of crazy with the colors. So I did. But the concept behind it, it sort of it sort of represents, again, I mean, most of these concepts that they come after the art. A lot of the times I don't really have a concept when I'm making it. I just make something. Um, and then later when I look at it, the concept comes. That's how it happens for me most of the time. Sometimes the idea comes before the art, but a lot of the times the art comes and then I'll make some meaning out of it, and then that's the meaning I'll stick with. For this, it was kind of like that. I just made the art first with no conscious intention in mind, but then the meaning came. So that's why I'm not so strict on my meaning, because it's just art. Maybe someone else's meaning is also valid. But for me, the meaning for this was sort of the mask that we put on, that you use as your identity, let's say. Yeah, I guess this piece was about identity for me. That whatever identity that you use, actually, I'm trying to think of what the description was, what that I wrote about it. I think it was, what color is your soul wearing today? So yeah, it was kind of like that, the identity that you choose to have or that you identify with. Um, and it was supposed to represent each color of the cloud being a different identity that you can have. And multiplicity was supposed to represent, being able to have different identities at the same time and sort of having them all at once, but being, and it's under your mask, it's under what you present to the world, but you can choose to present whichever one. Um, and yeah, actually, this was a concept. It was in a song. I heard it as well. It was in a song by Moses Sumney, and he's saying about how everyone should be allowed to just be multiple, and your inherent multiplicity should be recognized and shouldn't be sort of, what's the word for it? It shouldn't be weird to have multiple identities. Like, it should be more acceptable, because a lot of people do. A lot of people just have multiple sides to themselves, to their personality, to their being, and that's fine. Yeah, so that's, to me, that's what that piece represents. It's like, what each color represents a different identity. The lines are just there to sort of trip you out. And yeah, everything is moving. And yeah, for this one, when I was animating it, just to make it, I guess, a bit more crazy, I moved everything at a different rate. So the lines are moving at like one frequency. The clouds are, I don't know if it's obvious or not, but the clouds, every other cloud is synchronized together. So the first, third, and the fifth cloud are moving left at the same time, and the second, and the fourth, and the sixth cloud are moving right at the same time. And then the mask and the face is moving at its own rate as well, and the rates don't match up. They match up in a perfect loop eventually, but not at the same time. Yeah, I love this piece as well.
It creates like this weird expanding and shrinking
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
there. It's pretty cool.
Thank you, thank you.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
nice stuff.
Also, who was that? It was, I think, yeah, Odyssey of the Heart. Uh, he
Oh
or
yeah.
she mentioned that that likes the addition of the colors. So far,
Mm,
you didn't have them there before. Actually, like looking at your other work on Instagram, was actually quite a lot of colors. But this was the first NFT
yeah.
using colors. So was it just a coincidence that before it was just black and white, and now you're adding as well color, or just more like random? You just went with the
Um,
idea, and the idea was black and white.
I guess it was sort of a coincidence. I mean, I did want to set my sort of NFT brand as having this optical illusion style. So I sort of made sure that every piece sort of had that in it, at least in foundation for the time being. Um, but the black and white stuff, I guess, yeah, it was sort of a coincidence that both of them back and back were black and white. Um, but I mean, I love colors in general. Like if you look at my older works and the collages, I go crazy on colors a lot of the times. But now I'm trying to be more conscious of their use and not just go fully crazy and but like make them mean something. I feel like this piece did that quite well. But yeah. Yeah, I mean, not all of these have colors at the top. Yeah, but I mean, if you look at those collages, yeah, I've never really been scared of color.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm trying to pick up
Yeah, that's a good example, I guess.
some of your earlier work to put
Actually,
up.
yeah, I'm looking into animating this one. I just need to figure out the way to do it. But yeah, this is on my to-do list.
Ah, that's cool. So one of those pictures that you have on Instagram are maybe going to be NFTs as well. Do you have
Yeah,
some plans like that?
yeah. I have some. Well, I mean, we'll see. To be honest, right now I don't really have any plans to mint for a little while, unless I get a sale. Because I don't know, I am trying to be sort of conservative with my minting.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, because I have two up, I'm just trying to keep it like that. But yeah, we'll see. Yeah, this is like more of a graphic design kind of work because like a poster. Yeah.
It's nice. Nice sunflowers. Cool ones.
Mm.
Okay, so maybe if at this point tell us something about your creative process and maybe even the evolution, because you started with the mandalas, so
Yeah.
there's some sort of like algorithm how to create them, even if they can be different ones. Uh, then
Yeah.
you move to collages, so it's completely something different. Then you
Yo,
move
who's
to
that?
these.
Is that
Oh,
Artemic? Yo,
hello,
Artemic!
Trevor.
This is stick up.
Yeah, we are doing
Put the
the
wall.
podcast here. So
Oh yeah.
hello here, hello Nandox. Yeah, so I will
Oh,
have
you're
to
recording?
put you on mute. Sorry, guys, but it was great to meet you. Hi.
Oh,
We got
okay, okay.
visitors. What's up, Ultra Lord Nandox?
Yeah, so they can't hear us unfortunately, but as you can see, it's a real place with real people, and they can visit you. They are the neighbors. So see you guys there. And yeah, so that was nice intro. Yeah, sometimes in past we had people driving here with cars, so there was some sort of race there, so it was pretty cool as well. But yeah, let's get back to the to your
As long as they're not bandits, it's cool.
yeah. Well, they had guns if you saw.
Yeah,
So
the gun
that's from the paintball VR Annihilator game. So
okay.
they had guns, but they were friendly. So that's good.
That's cool. That's cool. Actually, before we go to the creative process, because I guess it links a bit. Can we go to the last NFT that I have?
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, of course.
um,
Let
yeah,
me.
I guess that might bring things together.
That's not it. I'm just going there, and yeah,
No worries.
it's loading.
Yes, that's the one. So, I mean, yeah, because you asked about my style and my creative process right now, and this piece was super influential for me. That's why it's my highest priced piece right now. Yeah, this piece was the very first piece that I made in this line style, and I just recently animated it. But yeah, the original one I think was made last year. Yeah, this piece like changed everything for me because it just sort of showed me this line style. But I remember I made it on a train, and I was super annoyed when I made it. It was like the train had been delayed for like 6 hours, and I was on the
Wow,
train.
6 hours. That's
Yeah, there was some disaster going on in London at the time, and I just had my laptop and I started making this. It's collage, really. I mean, all my work is collage. It's a picture of it, someone's head. But then I just started working with these lines and I just found out the way to make them and repeat them. And yeah, I really, really was not sure what I even thought about it at the time. Like I just, because it was so different from the rest of my work because it's just like normal colorful collages, which I've normally made. But it was so different and it sort of stood outside of my usual work and my frame of reference. But I posted it. I was like, okay, it's done. I'm done working on it. I posted it, and then, like instantly, it sort of blew up. And I think it's still one of my most like liked and saved photos on Instagram. And it got shared everywhere. It was one of the first pictures that people were stealing, using as their profile pictures, and I was like, oh, you can't do that. But it showed me that there was something to it. And people were messaging me saying, "Oh, I would love to have that for an album cover or something." Um, and I would give them a price, and they would never reply. But you know how it goes. But yeah, this piece influenced my current style a lot. But anyway, so my creative process in general.
Yeah, so I will just put here the one on Instagram. I have 1200 likes,
Oh yeah,
and
that's it.
it's still available on Foundation. So if someone wants to have this one as their avatar, which is actually a pretty cool idea,
Yeah,
then
it's
it's here.
cool way to
Yeah,
do it.
available. And I like the story with the train as well because
Yeah,
it
yeah.
almost looks like a tunnel. Which
Mm.
was probably, or
Oh, that's cool. I hadn't even
I
thought
sort
of
of assumed that was the intention, but it really looks like a tunnel and you are going
that.
through
Actually,
that.
that's so cool. I hadn't even thought of that at all. For me, it just looks like it's just going into someone's head infinitely. But yeah, tunnel totally makes sense.
Yeah, tunnel to the heart. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. So I mean, that's about this piece. I'm still waiting for a bit. If there's anyone that wants to splash out one Ethereum one, that's still there. But yeah. Okay. So now, if you want to go to creative process, creative process for me, it's always been more of an intuitive thing. I mean, the way it started at the very beginning with the mandalas, that was also just fully intuition. That's like saw something and I wanted to draw it, and it just felt right. And for me, it's still the same. Um, I can't really force anything. I mean, I think a lot of artists are like that, but um, inspiration wise, I it's not. I don't know. Like I've never really had like visual artist or anyone like a famous painter or something that I've like looked up to. Like, a lot of people have like, oh, I'm a huge pop art fan and they know everything about pop art or something. Because I was never into art before, I was into engineering. I
Mhm.
never had any art education and I wasn't really into art culture. So everything that came like for art for me was just purely from myself and from my experiences and just what I happen to create. So things that usually inspire me to make something is I usually make something when I'm feeling almost heavy, like, or I'm feeling like I've got something to give, or like, yeah, I'm feeling full of something, and usually that comes when I've just been through something, like if I've had like a cool experience, or a bad experience as well, like if I've been through it's quite stereotypical, but let's say like a heartbreak or something. Like I feel like every artist kind of sort of relate with that, but heartbreaks are like the best things for your art. Like yeah. And or like music as well. Music is one of my biggest inspirations. If I just listen to music, music has always been sort of my main gateway to that creative world, and to the other side. Yeah, and I have a lot of different musical influences, like Radiohead, and literally listen to every kind of music: rap, rock, soft rock, classical, whatever. And if I feel something really beautiful, it also inspires me to want to make something really beautiful. And also spirituality. I mean, spirituality has been a big part of my art and is a big part of my life. So I, especially recently, and I guess at sometimes before as well, I do try to sort of get spiritual concepts or spiritual teachings that I've had, and sort of translate them into a visual piece. And yeah, that one's the like consciously try to make something. That's a cool piece. Yeah, that was just for fun. Yeah,
So
but
about the spiritual concept, it's actually quite interesting, and I think it might resonate with a lot of people. So, to which sort of directions are you leaning to in spirituality?
Spirituality. I mean, I've had a weird relationship with spirituality. I was brought up religious. I was brought up a Muslim because Iran. I was brought up in Iran. I don't know if I mentioned I'm Iranian. But yeah, I lived in Iran before I lived in the UK. And sort of everyone is sort of told they're Muslim in Iran, because Islamic Republic. But yeah, I was like that. But then when I came to the UK, I sort of lost my religion, and then I was an atheist for a while. One of those scientific atheists, and then and then at some point, I don't know at what point it was, but I guess gradually I started to find spirituality again, but this time not in the form of religion, but just in a form of pure spirituality. And I sort of follow a lot of different spiritual teachers, mostly through the internet. I've done like most of my learning through the internet. But like yeah, Yaz knows Iran. Yaz also Iranian. Um, Spiritual teachers I've had, like one of the biggest ones that my inspiration is called Ram Dass, Ramdass. He sort of opened my spiritual life a lot, and I would say he's very much a secular spiritualist, so it's not really religion based. But yeah, I mean, and it's got to a point. I mean, for people listening that have had a spiritual journey as well, yeah, it's, I mean, at some point it starts, and then I don't know, then you just sort of mature more and more into it. And my sort of spiritual journey started around, actually, coincidentally, around the same time I don't know if coincidentally or not, but around the same time that I discovered my art and I started making art. Yeah, that's Ram Dass. I would recommend checking him out. Very cool soul. But yeah, since like 3-4 years ago that I started getting into spirituality, now it's got to the point where I almost look at everything from that aspect. If I'm being myself, I look at most things from a spiritual point of view. And yeah, I don't know how much I can say about it, but yeah, it influences me a lot, and it's where I get my peace and sort of calmness from, and it influences my art, for sure.
Yeah, it's great. And I noticed that some people, yeah, here, crown and palette. So that's why he or she loves your work. The spiritual aspect there. So
Oh yeah, yeah.
it's
I
really
love her work
important.
as well because the spiritual aspect. But
Yes.
yeah, but if you want to get to like the more actual concrete like creative process,
Mm-hmm.
I usually okay, that's mostly the inspiration and where the drive for it comes from. But actually, like where get started with most pieces, I guess how I used to mostly start is with browsing images. Like because I'm mostly a collage artist right now. I depend on photography. I mean, 3D design and like making my own stuff in 3D will come at some point in the future as well. But I really love using photography, and just like all collage artists, they relate with this. Collage artists depend on other people's photography. um, so a lot of these pieces usually just start by me browsing through photography. So if it's these free websites like Unsplash, Pexels, Pixabay,
Mm-hmm.
I'll just go through and I'll just see what pops out to me, and literally I'll just browse, and with like a very wide eye view and just see if anything speaks to me, and if I see anything that I think I can make it look a bit better or make it look cooler or anything like that. So yeah, I guess that's part of my process.
Awesome. Great. And maybe for the last sort of area or topic that I would like to talk to you is the community,
Mhm.
because
Yeah.
you absolutely have like wonderful group of people around you. Big part of them, or just maybe the most active part, and those that are in the time zones that can reach you. There are maybe other
Yeah.
ones that are sort of at the other side of the earth in the
Yeah.
middle of the night. They can, so they will see it in the recording on Twitch and YouTube, which you can as well if you haven't seen it from the beginning. It will be there available right after we finished the stream. So you will not miss anything. But yeah, still, it's just such a wonderful group of people. So how did you manage to sort of make it?
Honestly, yeah, you're all, I don't know if I can swear in this, but you're all a fucking amazing group of people. Thank you for everyone that's here. Like, I appreciate so much. Every single one of you. But yeah, I truly do have wonderful. Oh, wow. That's my very first piece of artwork that you just pulled up.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the first mandala that I ever drew. And yeah, I edited it. I put a picture of a road on the background. Yeah, it was called Road Trip. Yeah. The community, yeah, I mean, it's been super, super important part for me. Um, it's I read this tweet once and a few days ago. It was like NFT artists came for the money, stayed for the community, and that's exactly what happened to me. Um, because I mean, I'm trying to think how I got started with it. Back before when I was just purely on Instagram, um, I wasn't really part of a community like this that I am now. When I was just posting my stuff on Instagram, I was very much just by myself, talking to other artists too, but um, not in a community like I am right now. When NFT stuff started, I mean, first I wasn't part of it. When I just heard of NFTs that it started, I messaged some people that I knew were getting into NFTs. So those people, in case they are listening, there's three of them, and they were the people that really got me into NFTs. One of them was Jackie Wilson Design, love you forever. Lunatico, Hugo, and third one was CC Design Art, Callum. Those three that got into NFTs, and I was close enough with them to just talk to them about it, how it's like, and yeah, like Lunatico talked to me a bit about it and said sort of encouraged me to get into community, and then Jackie, that we've always been like buddies for a while, and Callum, CC Design Art, he invited me into the Discord group that I'm currently part of, and he's not even active in it anymore that much. I think he's not even doing NFTs too much. He's got his own thing going on, but he added me to the Discord, And that was really the beginning of my community forming, the Discord channel. And I think it's the same Discord channel that I'm trying to think who actually made it. I don't actually know who made it, whether it was Naked Toys, Katya, or Hadi. Maybe it was Hadi. But yeah, I got into the Discord group, and then I just started talking to people, just interacting with people. And from there on, it was really quite easy because everyone was so. I mean, it's like the perfect environment for making a community because everyone is sort of focused on the same goal. You know, you want to make NFTs and you want to sell NFTs. Everyone has the same goal, and everyone supports each other. So like no one. If you see someone else winning, you don't really get sad they're winning. Everyone sort of wins at the same time because we're part of the community. But how I guess started it with just interacting with people, like just talking to people and interacting with them personally, like not just saying like cool work or whatever. I mean, even that is something, to be honest, saying just cool work. But yeah, being a bit more personal can go a long way. Like if you just notice something that you really like in their art and pointing that out, or messaging about something personally, or yeah, like DMs are the best place, like just personal messaging. And yeah, just being like engaging with each other's work, like critically, like actually pointing out certain things that like you can pay attention to, or if someone wants feedback, giving them feedback. And that's a really good way to make a connection in general. And I guess I just did that over and over and over with a lot of people. And getting on Zoom calls as well if you feel like you're at that stage, or just voice calls in the chat. We have like a Discord group. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess that's really the secret, just interacting, engaging, being genuine. And yeah, like that's it really. But I mean, it wasn't just me. I also got inspired by everyone else. Like a lot of people were doing the same thing that I'm in the group with. So we all inspired each other. And like there's too many to name, but Andrea, you're one of the biggest inspirations. Like Andrea does the same thing, and she does it so well. So she inspired me a lot. And everyone sort of helps each other. So yeah, that's the community story.
Yeah, that's awesome. I think a lot of people can take a lot from there because I think one thing that you didn't say explicitly, but it was in the whole story, is that like going the extra mile. So not just saying I like this,
Yeah.
but then maybe taking 1 minute longer, look into it and look into yourself and finding out why you like it.
Exactly.
Yeah, and it's this additional work sort of that you put there, but it's actually like discovering yourself as well. So it's not that you're doing it just like work.
Yeah.
It's part of the fun of being on like social media in the art circles, right?
It's literally, yeah.
But then it's more meaningful for the other person, and they know that you took this extra step, because there might be like 20 commands. Yeah, this is wonderful, and there will be 2 or 3 or I don't know more, but usually it's just a smaller percentage that will say, yeah, I really like. I don't know how you choose the colors of these buildings, because it just doesn't fit anything on the picture. Of yeah, I think the pink one fits the boat and the paddles, which is really surreal. I haven't seen pink boat like this, and the guy is coming to the building, so maybe the pink one is something special for the guy. But yeah, I don't know. It's just more meaningful than just saying, yeah, I love it, even if it's
Sure.
genuine as well. So
Yeah, and I mean, another thing is something I found, and I guess now it makes sense, and it's always been true. But a lot of people are just friendly. My experience has been there's been a couple exceptions, but there's always haters. But most people have been super friendly. So all it takes, if you want to make a connection, and maybe yeah, if you want to make a connection and someone hasn't made a connection with you, sometimes all you got to do is make the first step. And the other person, most of the time, is likely to meet you halfway, and then you just get started on a connection. Most people are friendly and open to communication, unless they get thousands of messages a day and your message don't get seen or whatever. If you try for a genuine connection, most people will receive it in a good way and respond in a good way. And also, if you show a genuine appreciation, and I mean, when I say genuine appreciation, like it really has to be genuine. Like, so another way I made my community was like people in my community I actually like their art. Um, that really helps. Like, if you actually like someone's art and if you're genuine about it, if you genuinely like them, and you express that, most people, I feel like, most artists that I know of, and I mean, I certainly used to be like this anyway, are kind of like starving for that. Like they're kind of starving to hear that genuine compliment. Like it's the best thing ever. Like you could hear someone being genuinely appreciative of your art. So, but it means that you can't fake it. Like it has to be art that you actually appreciate. But if you find someone whose art you actually appreciate, um, yeah, I mean, tell them, and that can start a connection. And also another part, I guess, is I put myself out a lot as well. Like it's not just I guess it's not just about other people, it's about yourself as well. Like how vulnerable you're willing to get. um I'm fairly active on Twitter, so I guess that's how I sort of built my following. I don't have a huge following right now, but still it's grown faster than my Instagram did. And I guess, yeah, like just being vulnerable and sort of showing putting your insides outside, and it kind of takes courage, but yeah, like that's another way that people um can come to you and build a community together. Because not everyone follows you for the art as well. Like, even though I said like the art is thing, but some people, maybe the art isn't the first thing you notice about someone. Maybe it's the character. Like if you see someone and you like someone's character and you end up following them, and then you fall in love with their art. That also happens. So I would say showing your character, showing your art, yeah, super important.
Perfect. So I think with this idea, we can wrap it up. Also with your picture of this star or Nola or something like that in the distance. It's a wonderful picture at the end. So for everyone that's watching, thank you so much for making this really cool stream. Maybe just a couple of people that I can see there, Ranks Deer, Crown and Palette. Daiza also joined us. She's going to have an exhibition in an hour, so feel free to join us. And yeah, Odyssey of the Heart. Yeah, we love you all. So many more people over there, but I can't give you all the shouts out. If you like it, give the follow to this stream. I will really appreciate that. And Nima, tell us where can people reach you? Tell us your links and yeah, where they can follow you if they are not already part of your fam.
It's just Think Nima on pretty much everything, Twitter, Instagram. Yeah, I mean, reach out to me on Twitter and Instagram. If you want to email me, thinknima@gmail.com. And Foundation is the same, Think Nima. And if you want to buy my NFT. And yeah, all links are on my Twitter profile in my Yacht link. And thank you so much for everyone that came. There's too many of you to name, but every single one of you, I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you so much. You know who you are. I appreciate you.
Awesome. So this is Think Nima is the Twitter. From there you can go everywhere. Thank you, Odyssey of the Heart, for the follow. And thank you all 23 viewers. Wow, that's awesome. So if you like this one, you might also like the exhibition of Daiza that's here in the chat. It's a little bit different art, photography, going quite creative. So we are going to have a wonderful discussion there as well in about an hour. I will do it here on Twitch, but also we are going to do it in the actual gallery. So if you can join there, do it. You can do it even on the mobile. And you can get the links and everything either on Daisa's Twitter or on my, which is just artifictcz, same as the name of the channel. So and if you like the Twitter, if you like what I'm doing, don't forget to give me follow, like and comment if you have anything, and my DMs are open if you want to tell me something. I'm always open to anything positive or constructive criticism or whatever you want to tell me. So thank you so much and have a nice day. Goodbye.
Thank you for the interview, man. Thank you so much. Bye.